time. Sit back and let them shine. Let them rise and rise, 'cause one day they're gonna fall. Let them soak the sun. Sit back and let them have their fun. Let them spill their guts, 'cause one day they're gonna slip on them. Well, I could be angry, but you're not worth the fight. And besides, I'm moving on. I've counted to 10 and I'm feeling alright. And besides, I'm moving on. Let them sing their songs. Let them say what's right and wrong. Let them do their thing, 'cause they'll never be you and me. We got our own style. We got a way of living life. If they can't get down, well, we don't need them around. Well, I could be angry, but you're not worth the time. And besides, I'm moving on. I've counted to 10 and I'm feeling alright. And besides, I'm moving. Yes, I'm moving. Besides, I'm moving on. That's better. So, I want to give you a little insight into the reason why I chose that song, and also into my new year, new me thing. 2018. It's a new year. It's a new me, I hope. Oh, moving on is kind of what I've decided to do with my year. A little about me. Basically, over the years, I have gotten myself into countless, literally countless situations where I have allowed myself to be taken advantage of, to be walked all over, to be kind of treated like trash, and kind of let other people dictate my life and my lifestyle. And I've decided that I'm moving on from that. I'm moving on from that tendency, that behavior, and I think what that stems from is making fast friends, kind of crappy friends, so that I don't have to be alone. And that is something that you know, because I've moved to a new state, that I could very easily find myself falling into again, and I'm not going to let that happen anymore. To be honest, it had started to destroy my mental health at the end of 2017. So, which is why my 2018 year motto is, it's not my problem, I'm moving on. So, the problem with me is I'm pretty naive, and I tend to think the best in people, and then I'm also an extremely giving person, and then I'm also terrible at confrontation. So all of that is a cocktail of bad, and basically a recipe for disaster just about every time, because manipulative people attach themselves to me all the time. For those of you who suffer from this same problem, here's a little advice that took me, well, almost 24 years to figure out. Somewhere down the line, I convinced myself that I had a moral obligation to help everyone. Not necessarily true. While there's merit in that statement, and it is good and moral and right to help those in need when you can, it's not okay to let them attach themselves to you and manipulate you and destroy your life. So obviously, I mean, that's kind of a no-brainer, right? But obviously not for me. It took me way too long to figure that out. So, number one, not everyone needs you. Just as simple as that. Not everybody needs you. Sorry, Autumn, this is to me, you are not that important. And also, it's okay not to be needed. I kind of purposely seek out manipulative relationships and needy people because I have a need to be needed. And that is also not okay. So that's something that I'm learning to cope with as well. Learning how to function without being someone's mom can help people but don't let them make you do that. Do it out of the kindness of your heart, and then if you need to, go. You don't have to stay and take care of someone's every whim, because odds are you don't actually want to do that. You feel like you have to. You feel obligated, and that's just wrong. So yeah, not everybody needs you, and they can deal with their own problems. They can put their big girl panties on and deal sometimes. You can't do everything for everyone, Mom. That's me to me acting like a mom. Anyway, and then also, number 2, some people just want your attention. They don't actually want to be helped. They just want to be validated. They just want to be looked at. They just want to feel good for 5 seconds. They just feel yucky, and they're projecting that onto you, and you don't need that in your life. Just don't give them the attention, because then they will just come back for more. Just learn to distinguish the attention seekers from the people who actually want to be helped. And 3, this is the big one. Not everyone that you help, this is what I'm struggling with. Not everyone that you help will actually appreciate you and realize what you do for them. They'll just keep asking and expecting more. And those are the relationships that you cannot abide. Those are the things that are just completely wrong. That's a manipulative relationship. That's not a friendship. That's abusive. It's not okay. So if you're in a position where you're helping someone, but they just keep coming after you and begging for more things and never ever saying thank you, it is okay to walk away. It is okay to just leave that relationship, leave that friendship, whatever it may be, leave it behind. That is more than okay. Do it. Honestly, my best advice to you is do it. Do it for the sake of your own mental health, your own mental stability. Like I briefly mentioned, I literally, at the end of fall-ish of 2017, had started to fall apart. I was suffering with super bad anxiety, social anxiety. Sometimes I would get like depressed and stuff too. It was just, my mental health was off the charts horrible. And it was because I was letting this stuff, just people and relationships that were not good for me, get in the way of me trying to just live my life. And then it was at that point that I actually moved out of the house that I was living in, moved into an apartment with some really, really good friends. And then I moved in with them, and I just realized, wow, I just need to be around better people, and people that don't drain me and exhaust me and make me want to just slam my head against the wall every time I'm with them. It's so nice and refreshing to be with people who want me and don't need me, because there is a giant difference. To be needed is not romantic at all. It's not fun. It's not healthy. If you find yourself in a position where you are a friend that is needed, get out. Go. Just escape. Run away as fast as you possibly can, please. And, oh, final thing. This is also a giant one. There is a massive, enormous difference between helping someone and letting them use you. Know the difference. Be savvy. Watch. And if you see that you are just drained and exhausted and not fulfilled at all, it's okay to be a little selfish when it comes to friendships. A friend, by definition, is somebody who's supposed to build you back up too. You can't give and give and give until you have nothing, because then you'll lose your mind. Like me. Case in point. Yeah, so final thing, just be wary and pick your battles. And this is me to me, by the way. You know, if you're not struggling with this, go you. Congratulations. I'm happy for you. I wish I wasn't. but I'm trying to learn to pick my battles and not be afraid of being lonely. Because it's okay. If I'm lonely for a little while here, while I'm seeking out friendships that are gonna build me up and not completely destroy me, big freaking whoop. I have friends all over the map that I can call and Skype and anytime. And same to you, odds are that if you're lonely, there's probably someone that you just haven't thought of yet that you need to reach out to, and you need to say, hey, I just realized that all my friends are trash and I need help. Pro tip, don't find self-worth in helping people, or you know what, if you do, that's fine, because I probably still will, to be honest. I definitely find my self-worth in how I'm helpful and how I am good to other people around me, and that's a good trait in and of itself. That is a good trait, but I can't let it destroy my life anymore by investing into manipulative and just kind of crappy people. I'm done doing that. So yeah, thanks for being here to listen to my kind of rant, and I hope that if you are struggling with any of the same things that I am, that you can find something to relate to and some strength and some helpful advice in this video. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if not, sorry. Thanks for stopping by. Bye.